This is the most brain-burning interview in history. The candidates are stunned the moment they receive the test paper, because it is completely blank. Everyone is utterly confused, yet no one dares to act rashly. Just moments ago, the examiner announced 3 rules. Damaging the test paper is forbidden, communicating with the examiner or the guards is forbidden, and leaving the room is forbidden. Violating any one of these rules will result in immediate disqualification. He also said that this interview has only one question, and there is only one answer.
Any questions?
At this moment, no one responds. The rules clearly state that communication with the examiner is prohibited. Who would dare to say anything? Then the examiner presses the timer and turns around to leave. Time passes little by little, knocking on tables, shaking legs. The candidates grow increasingly anxious. At this point, an Asian woman can no longer sit still. Forget the outcome. She decides to write first, but the moment she writes the opening words, she is escorted out by a guard. The Asian woman fails the interview and is eliminated because she violated the first rule by dirtying the test paper. Seeing this, the others immediately put down their pens. At this time, a man named Sam discovers something unusual. Since the examiner only stated 3 forbidden actions, as long as they do not violate these 3 rules, anything else should be allowed. For example, they can stand up, walk around, talk, and even destroy everything in the room. Of course, they could even kill each other. Sam suggests that everyone should first work together to figure out what the question actually is. First, a long brown-haired woman named Jessie proposes the first hypothesis. The paper might be coated with invisible ink that requires some kind of medium to reveal the text. So everyone begins trying various methods. First, they shine normal lighting on it. No effect. Then they smash the regular lights, and after the blue emergency lights turn on, they try again. Still nothing. Next, they smash the emergency lights, and a special red light comes on. However, shining it on the paper still doesn't work. Then Sam proposes a second hypothesis. Maybe shading with a pencil will make the text appear. He frantically scribbles all over the eliminated Asian woman's test paper, but it is still useless. What about wetting it with water? Sam tears the paper into 4 pieces, gives one to Booker, the black man, and has him wet it with saliva. Sam himself goes to the side and uses urine for the experiment. As a result, the paper remains yellow, nothing more than yellow. Just when everyone is at their wits' end, the bespectacled man who has not spoken at all finally opens his mouth. He says a bunch of inexplicable things, roughly meaning that everyone should look carefully and look with their hearts. Sam mocks and humiliates him for it. At this moment, the bespectacled woman begins to introduce the company to everyone. About 10 years ago, many people were infected with a strange disease and gradually died. Later, the company's CEO invented a miracle drug that directly cut the mortality rate in half. With this patent, the company became the global leader in the health industry. Hearing this, Jessie becomes very excited because her boyfriend suffers from this very disease. Employees of this company can buy the drug at half price, so she must succeed. Jessie seems to have an idea. She slowly walks toward the guard. Talking is forbidden, but touching should be allowed, right? So she slowly reaches into the guard's pocket and pulls out a lighter. She then looks up at the fire sprinkler on the ceiling, and a wild idea forms. The test paper looks a lot like photographic paper, and the red light resembles the darkroom lighting used in photography. So what if the liquid sprayed from the sprinkler is developer? Thinking this, Jessie quickly lights the fire to trigger the fire alarm sensor. But her height isn't enough. What should she do? Sam enthusiastically hands her the discarded test paper from the Asian woman. After lighting the paper, they finally manage to activate the sprinkler. However, the liquid that sprays down is just ordinary water. At this moment, the guard walks straight toward Jessie. It turns out Sam secretly swapped the papers earlier. What he handed her was actually Jessie's own test paper.
How could you? How could you, bastard?
Jessie fails and is eliminated. The justice-driven Booker wants to punch Sam, but suddenly the lights go out. It turns out the lights are voice-activated.